Hello my friends. I still haven't done anything to this background over here. We'll see if anything ever happens. The plan is for something to happen, but moving is expensive, and so it's a lot of work to actually get things when you don't have budget for things. Today I'm going to be doing a Boxycharm video for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing September's box and unboxing October's box. So the first product I actually basically used up. I used all but maybe one use, and this is the Project Beauty Hair Girt in the scent Strawberry Banana. So it's a hair mask, and literally, like, I have maybe that much left. I used up almost all of it, which is kind of impressive for me. But the reason that I had to use up so much of it was because a little did not go a long way. I really had to use a ton to get anything out of this. The biggest bonus was the scent. It smells amazing. It smells like candy. I don't really get a lot of strawberry banana scent, but it's really good smelling. Like, I want like a room spray or like a wall plug-in or something where I can smell this all day because it's awesome. But as a product, it's not great. I used it every time I took a shower, and you're supposed to leave it in for like 5 minutes. But afterwards, my hair felt basically the same as it always does. I did a couple different things. I used it in lieu of a conditioner. I used it along with a conditioner, just like a regular one. And it seemed like no matter how I used this, it worked about the same every time. And it worked about the same as kind of a lame conditioner. My hair felt, you know, just as soft as it normally does. It didn't do anything like amazing to detangle it or anything like that. It was just an okay product, and I definitely wouldn't purchase this again. I mean, even if I got it again, I don't know if I would use it. Like, when I put it in my hair, I had to use a ton to even feel it in my hair. Otherwise, it just like kind of melted away and it felt like water. I was worried that it was kind of all just like sliding out of my hair, especially since my hair is so fine. Normally when I use like conditioner or whatever, I feel like kind of a slipperiness to it, but this just had nothing. It felt like it dissolved away into nothing. So disappointing as a product overall, although it smelled awesome. Then there was the Pure Cosmetics Lip Lure, and I have the shade Belle, which is like a peachy pink shade. Not a huge fan. I think if I had gotten a different color, I would have liked it better. The shade is just, it's not a good color for me. I'll swatch it for you. In theory, it looks really pretty. It's like a pinky peachy nude, but it doesn't work with my skin tone, so I'm going to be passing this along to somebody else. It's not going to work for me. The wear time was maybe 2 hours. It was like a little bit better than a lip gloss, but not a whole bunch more, which is kind of surprising because it's really pigmented, and I expected it to last a little bit longer, even if it was just like a staining effect. But it wasn't great, maybe up to 3 hours, but definitely no more than that. Then we have the Hikari eyeliner in, I don't know, I can't remember if it's just black, but the shade is black. And this one was a really good product. That's just like one, very pigmented, very creamy, and I don't typically put it on my upper lash line or just like along my lash line. I usually put it in my tight line, and it works really well for that. It transfers a little bit like into my waterline because I have kind of watery eyes, but overall it was a pretty good product. I really like that it's the twisty kind and not like the sharpening kind. Those are just so annoying. I don't know why I have such a difficult time with pencil eyeliners. I don't know why. I can't sharpen them properly. One side is always like way longer than the other one, and the actual plastic or wood part of the pencil is over the eyeliner, and it just never works out for me, so that's why I always get the twisty kind. I will continue to use this one though because it's really good. I have a couple other ones that I'm using up, but this is probably going to be one of the next ones to go in my rotation. Then we have the Butter London nail polish in Yummy Mummy. This was so cute. I didn't realize that it was kind of shimmery until I put it on. I don't know why. Like, there's definitely a little bit of shimmer to it. It's a gorgeous color. I definitely love like the neutral colors lately. Of course, every time I say something that I love, it's like opposite what's going on. I have like bright nails right now. But like nudes and grays and everything like that, I've been loving. The shade was no exception. The wear time was excellent. I want to say it lasted 3 days on me before it started chipping. I mean, there's a little bit of tip wear, but I want to say it was 3 days. And that for me is insane. Normally I get chips within 48 hours. So hardly ever longer than that. So basically this one, a couple Essie polishes, and my Julep ones are the only ones that last that long on me. So that's definitely a thumbs up for that polish. I would consider purchasing more. I know they're a bit expensive, but if I can find them on HauteLook or on sale somewhere, then I'll probably pick up a couple more because those ones are really good. And then the last product was the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. And this for me was the standout for the month. Like, I loved the eyeliner and I loved the nail polish, but this eyeshadow palette was amazing. I will show you the shades and I'll swatch a couple of my favorites for you guys, but it was just so good. The shades for fall are perfect. I was able to come up with quite a few different looks. I came up with a couple really neutral, like wearable ones using like this top kind of creamy nude shade. I used this taupe like in the crease. I would use the dark brown in like the outer corner and bring it up into the crease a little bit, and it was just like a nice wearable matte look. And I could make it more warm using kind of this very warm light brown, almost an orange shade. I could use that to bring a little bit more fall. I could add a little bit of subtle shimmer with this kind of medium shimmery brown, or I can make it really dramatic by putting this shade all over the lid and this in the inner corner and brow bone. It was just like, oh, there's so much you could do with this palette, and the quality is incredible, like so creamy and buttery. I stinking love this shade here, especially this one in the middle. I'm not normally a warm shadow kind of person, but for some reason this one just did it for me. I was able to get so many different looks out of it, and I was so inspired by it. So this one was probably my favorite shade, but I loved this one as well, even though it was broken. It worked very nicely for me. That was a horrible swatch, I am sorry. It was gorgeous. I also really liked this really warm orangey shade for some reason. I don't know why I loved it so much, but it was great. My only disappointing thing about that was the fact that one of my shadows came broken. That's honestly like the only bad thing about the palette. Was there fallout? I don't think there was even really a lot of fallout. Maybe a little bit. They were just like perfect shadows. I can't really say anything bad about them. Anyways, I'm excited to open up the October box now, so let's get into that. As always, I'm not prepared except for a sword over here because I moved my desk. I have a new desk that is actually like my computer desk, and then this is like my filming and makeup desk that I'm sitting at. And it's right next to me. So my scissors are right here. It's incredible. And they're in the top drawer and everything, so I don't have to like search for them. Planned ahead. Sort of. Past me planned ahead. Anyways, it looks like we have another hair product on top, and oh, stupid wormies. The black paper wormies leave this residue over everything, especially matte white packaging. And this is a brand that I've had a full-size product of before, but I think it was a different product. This is the Briogeo Rosarco Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Cream. I'm probably not going to use this one either because I don't heat style my hair, like ever. I have a curler. I don't even think I have a straightener. And I have a blow dryer, but I never use it too. Those are kind of just for like special occasions. So I'm probably gonna pass this on to somebody else. I'll smell it for you guys. It almost has a, I want to say citrusy, but I don't think it's citrus. Some kind of fruitiness mixed with mostly like a salon-y chemical scent. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite scent either. So anyways, I don't think I'm going to test this out because I'm probably just going to pass it along to somebody else. $24. Then we've got something that's wrapped up here. IBY Beauty Three's Company Trio Eyeshadow Palette. I doubt that it's going to be able to beat the September palette, but let's check it out. So it comes in little glossy black compact here. I'm not inspired by this. It looks like pretty similar shades to last time, except for there's obviously way less. But like last time we had kind of a neutral matte brown and a shimmery gold and a shimmery white, kind of white gold. I want to try it out for you guys, especially since I'm not trying out the other one, but I don't want to use it if I'm not going to keep it. I guess this can be something I pass on to friends or family if I don't like it. So I'll swatch the shadows for you and I'll use them throughout the month, but unless it's like incredible, there's a good chance I'm probably not going to keep it. So here's what the shades look like swatched. Yeah, I mean, okay, this gold is really pretty, but it's not really my kind of gold. I prefer golds that aren't this orange looking, which I mean, I guess it's good for fall, but it's not exactly the kind of gold that I love. Am I just a little bit bitter because last month's was so good and then this one is just average? That is a $19 value, by the way. Then it looks like there's the Luxie, which is a brand that we've gotten here before, Eye Blender Brush Pack. There are 3 brushes in here. And we have the 205 tapered blending brush. This one seems like it'll be really good for blending. It's not like pokey on top. Like, I know it sounds weird, but some of my blending brushes are like pokey on the top and it feels flexible, but not too flimsy, and it's soft. That one's good. And then we have the 229 tapered blending. I guess it's just a smaller blending brush, maybe good for like outer V or lower lash line. And then this is the 257 blending brush, and this one is definitely softer, but it's like more flat on top, while the other 2 are a little bit more domed, especially the biggest one. This one has pretty long bristles, but they're flat on top and they're a little bit more, a little bit less dense and more flexible. So it is a $36 value, and it says that they're all cruelty-free, extremely soft and gentle for all skin types. They have an antibacterial coating that keeps the brushes clean and fresh. That's really interesting. 2 more products, and I actually saw this one on Instagram. Boxycharm has spoilers that they post throughout the month, and I try to avoid them as much as possible, but I did see that they had 3 options, or maybe even 4 options that they were choosing between, and there was like a couple bronzers, a blush, and a highlighter. And I really wanted the highlighter that was by Ofra, but instead I got the Temp 2 shimmer bronzer, which is the one I wanted the least because I don't like liquid bronzers. I don't really like bronzers at all. Like, I have one on today really lightly and I don't think I love how it looks. Another product that I'm probably gonna give to someone else. Oh well. So there's what it looks like upon first initial swatch, which is much too dark for me. So I'm assuming you can blend it out. Oh, it just feels oily. And it's really shimmery, which I'm gonna make sense as shimmer bronzer. Okay, so that's what it kind of looks like in the end. Very, very shimmery, and the color might work for me. On my hand, it looks like it's barely even there until I look in the camera and the viewfinder. It's much darker than it looks in real life. I don't know. You guys, this isn't my box. Nothing's really working for me. So maybe I just won't try any of these products and I'll just pass them on immediately. I didn't even like touch this container. Like, I splashed a little bit onto my hand. The shadows I already touched, which I shouldn't have. If I had looked ahead in the box, I would have known that I was going to get rid of more things. So I'll definitely pass these on. I'll put these in my giveaway box to some of you guys. The brushes I definitely do like though, and I can never have enough brushes, especially since I'm really bad about cleaning my brushes. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have a review for this box for next month because 3 of the 4 products that I've opened so far I'm not a huge fan of, but there is one more left, so let's get into that. The bronzer, by the way, was a $29.50 value. So this last product is the Star Looks Ultra Matte Lip Paint. It's a $19 value, and I got the shade. It says something on here. MLP4 Piquant? I don't know if that's in another language or what, because I only speak English and a little bit of sign language. So it's a really pretty purpley color, kind of a dusty purple. Let's swatch it, see how it looks on the hand. Yeah, the color's really pretty. It looks like it could be a little bit patchy. So there's the color there. That one looks really pretty. I think this is probably the product that I'm most excited about this month. It smells a little bit fruity, but like kind of a fake fruity smell. It doesn't smell too bad, not super offensive. I think I'll be able to get over it. But if you're really sensitive to scents, it might not be the best for you. Anyways, that is it for my Boxycharm unboxing and review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I probably won't be reviewing most of these products next month, so stay tuned for a giveaway of some sort at some point. I'm nearing 5,000 subscribers. I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I get there. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you all very soon.